you been? I've been bad. And I don't mean like I've been bad, like naughty. What I mean is depression. I mean, my life is sadder than yours. Is that like a new insult that kids are using? Is that like the most severe way to criticize someone's lifestyle? No, she's literally like doing nothing. It's like she's a Drew Monson. Like, I hate to say it, and I know she doesn't deserve that and we used to be friends, but it's like, it's getting sad. LOL on the toilet. That's not fucking funny. If you can't take the toilet seriously, you don't deserve the toilet. Oh my god. This girl's sending me videos of her grandma sleeping. Should I put her sleeping grandma in the video? Should I make her famous? What if she doesn't like it? What if she doesn't deserve it? What if she's a literal Nazi? What if she was just sleeping because she's so tired from being a Nazi? It must be exhausting. I'm not saying that it's noble, but it takes up a lot of energy. Sure does. All that yelling. I saw my therapist yesterday and he told me, he said, I just want to say, you look good. You look like you've been dieting or exercising or something. I felt really good about it. I went home, I looked in the mirror, and I was like, I can't trust this man anymore. And you might be able to tell from the title, but this video isn't going to be super funny unless I like take my ass out or something, which actually might be even sadder now that I think about it, if I'm like crying about my problems and then all of a sudden I'm like, and look at this, you know? How do beauty gurus do this? Like, how do they, oh my god. I never knew my bald spot was that bad. And no one's been saying anything to me in person? Are you kidding me? That's what it looks like? Ugh. I would turn this video off if I were me. And I am. I'm gonna try to make this video long. It's gonna be one of those videos you can like clip your nails to, Thomas. What if there's a real fucking guy out there named Thomas who's like actually was just clipping his nails and he heard that? He's like, he got so spooked he like stabbed himself in the fucking forehead with his nail clippers. Grandma, it's Drew. I'm calling you right now. You're in my video.
What video?
It's not titled.
How could I be in your video when I wasn't with you?
Well, guess what, Grandma? I installed a camera at your house. I'm getting her right now.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Take a look to your left and take a look to your right.
Nothing. There's no camera here.
Well, I gotta make a call because the cameras I ordered obviously did not show up. I'm out $400 now, okay? So that's not funny, is it?
Wait a minute. You said there's a camera in my house?
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Oh.
Next thing is a drawing. It's a little bit of a marker creation. Now, you might think this looks a little bit like a butthole with limbs, and I understand that because it does. If that showed up on my doorstep, I'd kill myself. Like, I wouldn't even shoot this thing, I'd shoot me because I'd be like, I don't want to live in a world where this butthole is allowed to be near me. I got into the Uber and she goes, oh, where are you heading? And I said, oh, I'm going to therapy. And she said, did you get in a car accident? And I was like, no, am I about to? Like, it kind of scared me for a second. And she was like, oh, because people get in a car accident and they go to therapy. And I was like, oh, you mean physical therapy? No, I'm going to like talk therapy. Like, I'm going to talk about like stuff. And she was like, oh, you're going to talk about your problems and shit? And I was like, yeah, that's me. Like, here we go. And she literally goes, you don't seem mental to me. Like, I've met mental people, and she actually said that, she goes, they kill their families. She said that, and I was like, okay, like, I guess some of them, like, very, kind of rarely, but it happens. She goes, you don't seem like, and I'm like, thank you, like, I have never killed my family, I thank you so much. I wanted to say she had nice hair, but I didn't want her to think I was flirting with her. I mean, she was like 50. Not that I couldn't flirt with a 50-year-old. I have, and I will, and I won't stop. Next video, okay. Oh my god! Those are my little balls. Wait, let me rewind that. Those are my fucking little balls. Am I allowed to sexually objectify myself? 2017, that's like the year that we start actually fucking robots. Like, I know they have like fuck robots, but like they kind of fuck you, like they get the job done. I mean like foreplay robots, like they fucking make out. 2017, you're gonna be able to like sit next to a robot on the couch and watch Criminal Minds and like feel its hot fucking metal boner on your leg and be like, is it time? Because part of me feels like I would actually get invited to parties if I drank alcohol. I don't know why. That sounds kind of sad though now that I'm thinking about it. It's like the loser that can't admit he's a loser. Like, yeah, I'd probably get invited to parties, but like, I'm sober though. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna tell you about my neighbors that after about 11:30 p.m. start making these noises that I swear to God sound exactly like they have to be fucking, but also singing at the same time. Like, it sounds like, I was a young boy. Okay, they don't sing My Chemical Romance, but something is happening. Hi, my name is Drew, and recently multiple people have accused me of being a hashtag relatable teen, and I'm not gonna sit here and deny that, okay? I will admit that many of the things I do are worthy of an I can't even, are deserving of an I'm dying. The way that I hang out with my friends has been repeatedly described as squad goals, but I will tell you that when I go to Taco Bell by myself and there's no seats at Taco Bell, so I have to walk the Taco Bell to the bus stop and eat the Taco Bell alone at the bus stop bench, and the teens gather around me chanting, literally me, I am not doing it for them. I am doing it for nobody but literally me. I am doing it because I am hungry and it makes me feel better. Not really. Nothing helps. I cry sometimes when adults seem like they don't like me. My videos have changed, I have changed. Some people think for the better, some people think for the worse, some people think I went from like age 16 and just jumped to like 34. Which, by the way, it is getting to a point where like so many fucking people think that I'm in my 30s that I was literally lying in bed the other night next to my burritos and I was thinking like maybe mommy and daddy lied about my B-day. Like that was a real thought. I am not fucking joking when I say that I auditioned for a show the other day and the description of the character was in his 30s. And let me tell you, no one was like questioning it when I walked into that waiting room. No one was like, sir, I think you have the wrong room. You're but a teenager. They were just like, hello, Mr. Monson. Nice to meet you, sir. Now, when I'm like, kind of like the type of guy that if you went on a blind date with me and you saw me, you'd be like, hope he's nice. You know what I mean? Sadness to me is like an ex that you hook up with sometimes. Like they're in your life, sure, you text every other day, something flirty, nothing too intimate, but every few months, you guys meet up and they fuck you hard and fast, and then you put your pants back on, you look in the mirror, and you say, this needs to stop. I don't know, people are fucking mean to me when my hair's a little greased up. Well, guess what else is greasy? Fucking oil, one of America's top business opportunities. You think I don't want success on my forehead, honey? I hung out with my grandma a few months ago and she invited me to go to like a get-together, and I swear to God, the first thing that came to my mind was, is there going to be any other kids there? I'm not a fucking kid anymore. Is there going to be any other kids there? The answer to that question is probably, but stay the fuck away from them. That's not appropriate anymore for me to walk up and be like, hi, I'm little Drew. I'm 6'2" and I have a 5 o'clock shadow. We can eat at the kids' table together. I know our mommy and daddy's made us get some broccoli, but I can hide it in my huge wallet next to my social security card that I have because I'm fucking 20. I remember when I was a little kid, I used to think all the time, I'd be like, oh my God, I'm gonna be a grown-up one day. And I try to picture it, like I close my eyes and try really fucking hard to picture what I'm going to look like when I'm an adult. I would like, am I just gonna be bigger? Am I gonna have like a beard? I don't know, but I guess this is it. I don't really know if I imagine this would be a thing. If this is what I pictured in my head when I was laying in bed with my blanket and have to cover it up with a fucking cement hat that looks like a potted plant holder turned upside down on my noggin. Let's get to it. He put it on his head. I hope everyone's like, what if this was the funniest part of the video? I was like, Mom, come here, he put the bag on his head! The mom's like, ah! How much do you appreciate ice cubes? Literally not at all. They're bullshit. Why would I respect the frozen version of something else? I don't like the ice version of Shia LaBeouf. I like the normal one. Easier to hug, you know? Less chilly. Such a sweet boy. The other day I had to call this lady who's like the landlord of this apartment I'm looking at, and I was super nervous. You know those kind of calls that I'm talking about? Like business type ones where you have to use a different voice? Like you have to talk like really professional but like casual at the same time, and like the person that you're talking to is like mastering that so well that it's making you want to like cry. If you're an anxious type person, you might know these calls as the worst moments of your life. If someone calls me and like I know it's gonna be a call like that, I will put off calling them back for like 2 years. And then like one day I'll like email them or something and just be like, sorry, I had to go to a meeting and then my entire family died or something. Anyway, I don't need a plumber anymore, thanks. And they're just like, what the fuck? I don't even work there anymore. It's just like such a good feeling when you're scared about something like that, but it actually ends up going well. Like it just feels like you tricked someone into thinking that you're like an actual human, and then you can hang up and like take your mask back off. And then I hung up the phone, I put my phone down, and then out loud, this is the part I remember very clearly, words coming out alone, I go to myself, you did a really good job, sweetie. I swear on my life, I said that to me about calling a human. And I guess like technically I could be embarrassed by that, but honestly, like, that's beautiful. Like, how self-loving is that? By the way, somebody commented on one of my videos recently and they said, Drew, all your videos lately have been about being lonely and wanting a girlfriend. It's getting boring. That's the theme of my videos. Have you ever taken a fucking English class? The Great Gatsby is about our class systems and the myth of the American dream, and my toe cold videos are about eating hamburgers in bed by yourself. Get used to it, baby. I might even nickname my body parts. My belly, Little Tony, my arms, Kevin and Jonas. Can we agree that playgrounds in general are just lame? Like, there's no game to this, it's not fun. If you bounce your friend, it's nothing like a trampoline. You both just go on there and what? Go, oh, we're crossing a bridge, my favorite. Also, I went to Disneyland yesterday with my cousins. It was super fun. I did not like the security guard, like, you went through a metal detector and like I had a bunch of like nicotine gum in my pocket and all this stuff, and I was like asking him, I was like, oh, do I take this out too or just my phone? He was like, yeah, that has foil on it. It's a metal detector, boss. He called me boss. It's a metal detector, boss. I'm like, really? You're gonna be rude to me at Disneyland? Like, you guys are supposed to be like the sweetest people. You're supposed to literally look at me and be like, hi, sweetheart, do you like magic? You like Goofy? Yuck, yuck, yuck. I literally wanted to get the Goofy costume so he didn't know my identity, dress up as Goofy, kick him in the head, and go, him. By the way, totally off topic. I came up with a joke. I honestly don't know if I heard it somewhere else or read it on the internet. What's Goofy's favorite hotel? When Goofy goes on a trip, what hotel does he stay at? The Hilton. The Hilton.